Off. Ladies and gentlemen, you've joined us for another week of the Clicking and Screaming Podcast. Here are your hosts, Tyler Rothrock and Tim Fry, without Kate Hughes because she's always late and she wears costumes.
Just put them on 5 minutes earlier. Nah, it would ruin the dynamic of the show. I think if she showed up on time, I would be suspicious that the show would turn bad. To be honest, it would be like a bad omen.
Yeah, Kate, she needs their fashionably. That's actually the most accurate fashionably late entrance.
Like a 5-minute, or if
5
she
minute,
does 10, yeah.
But she's in a costume. Mm-hmm. Like if you're gonna be late, be in a costume.
Right, be late and then steal the show away.
Right, that's her whole deal.
We used to give her 5 minutes, if you remember, but then we started like giving punishment minutes. We'd be like, we're not letting her in, and now it's up to like at least 10. Or now, like, nah, she ain't coming in. The boys are talking.
Yeah, we got some stuff to discuss. All right, well,
Tom Bruno, minute one, hitting us with the not so gentleman. Hello, Tom.
Jason Brown, John Wayne Caldwell. In the building.
Quinn Tapler.
Bender. There's no Bender. I don't know. How was your weekend? My weekend had a little bit to do with alcohol. I had a couple.
My weekend had zero alcohol.
Oh?
I didn't go anywhere. I was here. I'm trying to think. I didn't do anything that cool. Here's the level of uncool my weekend was. I was going to paint a deck, but then I didn't paint the deck. That's like the whole up and down journey of that story.
What point? Like, what was that like? Like, what were you like?
Well, I was actually excited about painting the deck because
really, dude, that's when you know you've reached dad status.
Yep.
Oh wait, hold on. Share the link, babies. Share the link. Sorry. Go ahead.
Share the
link.
Well, I made a new share the link banner. I thought it would be fun.
Oh, dude, that's a good one. I like.
Oh, it's a double ban.
Well, look
at that. It's a double banner.
Look at that. But I don't want to take away from it. You got the ticker on. That's the thing. So you could show it. Oh, you made it as a ticker.
You not want the ticker? You want it off?
I like the ticker. I don't mind it. I don't mind the ticker.
We have total control, which is nice. It's a nice thing. What were you going to ask about this? You were asking me what it felt like?
Well, like planning. You said you were excited to paint the deck.
Yeah.
And then you decided not to. I want to know what that like. Was that a decision you made over a day? Was it was it taxing on you? How did you choose to not paint the deck?
Well, here's when you reach dad level. Here's something you start to do. You walk out every single day on the deck, every day of the week, and you sort of slap the deck. You go, slap the side, and you go, man, we really got to paint this deck. This weekend, we got to paint this deck.
You're also talking to nobody, right? Nobody's listening.
Well, sometimes I'm talking to my wife. Sometimes I'm talking to the universe.
Right.
And then Saturday comes around. I'm like, this is a good opportunity. I'm going to go down to the store, get some paint. I've been told that you're going to want what the hell is the brand of paint that someone told? Like, I think Dutch Boy. Maybe that was the name of it. Because it's the higher quality paint.
Dutch Boy.
It's a
Dutch Boy paint.
Yeah, so you're going to want – now this is the level you got to go into. You're going to want the oil-based tie. You have latex and oil-based. Oil-based is more resistant to water and it'll last longer.
Also sheepskin, I think.
From real sheep?
I think there's a sheepskin paint.
Yeah.
Sheepskin latex. Porous. Yeah.
Yeah, it's slightly
feels
they
better.
Still sell it. It doesn't do anything, but they still sell it for some reason.
Yeah, it feels a lot better on your feet.
No, that's lambskin.
Oh shit, lambskin.
Lambskin.
Shows you how much we know.
We don't know shit about. We don't know shit about protection. You need that oil base, and then once you think you narrow it down, you got these other brands. You got Bear. You got Valspar. You got several others. But you want the one that has the highest pigment versus paint compound. Point is, Saturday, I'm ready to go.
Slapping that deck. Yeah.
And I say to Britt, I'm like, we ready to paint this deck? And she's like, I don't know. And I was like, well, I'm gonna have to do it totally myself. If you don't help me, and I don't really want to do that. I wanted us both to do it. And she was like, well, I mean, you can, but I don't know. And I was like, all right, forget it.
So Britt wasn't as excited to paint the deck as you were.
No, but she wants that deck painted at the same time.
Well, that's different.
She wants it painted,
wanting
but
the deck
no
painted
excitement.
Is different than wanting to paint the deck, obviously.
I know, but it's still. You could imagine now the deck's still unpainted. So what are you gonna do about it?
Well, now you have an unpainted.
What are you gonna do about
it? Is this your first? Was you built the deck? People don't know. If people don't know, during a lull, share the logo. Hat boy. Talk about this hat. You like this hat? I'll tell you about my weekend.
What kind of hat is that?
This hat. Ryan Dugan's friend from college. His name is Dustin. He started a company called Palm Golf. He lives in California. He makes hats. He makes gloves, towels, accessories for the game that I love. He came home this weekend. Dustin came home from California. We played a round of golf up at Whitetail Golf Club. He gave me this hat. Look at this thing.
It's a tight logo.
You gotta
love embroidered? It looks embroidered.
It's embroidered. If you could touch it, you'd love it. Oh,
one day I'll be able to touch it.
It feels rich. So if you are interested in the logo, there's a bunch of different options. They have gloves. They have different designs of gloves that are awesome. American flag gloves. They got a pineapple design. Check it out. palmgolf.com. Good stuff out there. Shout out to Dustin. Thanks for the hat.
Thanks, Dustin. Maybe one for all three. Maybe one for all three of us.
Well, you don't play the sport I love, so
I'll if you'll show me how to play, I'd go.
Never mind.
You're reading that DM?
Yep. Anyway, so Dad Zone projects. Are you starting to kind of come on your own with that kind of stuff? Are you getting tools? Are you looking for tools?
I had a lot of that already before being a father. I had all the tools and I'm just not good at building things. So I have all the supplies, but I'm very, very bad at building anything.
Yeah.
So I would what people don't realize or tell you when you buy a house, when you first get a house, the house is of course empty, and you have to you don't think about what that really means. That your house has nothing in it. Right. If you need to tighten a screw, you need to go to the store and get a new screwdriver and bring it home.
There might not even be a screw to be tightened.
You might have to get the screw. So you end up having one of every tool after 5 years because you've found a need for every single thing. But me, I do stupid I literally am in a constant state of doing projects that don't. I wrapped comic books this weekend.
Do you love the conversation? Like you go to Home Depot and you got a project that you're doing, and you talk to somebody who's knowledgeable in that field, and you said it earlier. You're like, you're gonna want. That's how they talk.
Yeah,
they always tell you you're gonna want one of these.
You're gonna want one of these there. I like, what? I always go to Home Depot instead of Lowe's because Home Depot usually has people who are retired from the job that in the department they're in, which is nice because at least if you have a plumber, he knows the part you need. So it's almost annoying because you're right. People talk like that and they take so long too. Well, I remember back in the 70s, they didn't have things that clicked in like this. We had to use a soldering gun. Like, I don't give a shit.
I love
any of that.
They're like, you're gonna take your Phillips head and you're gonna put it in your socket. It's always your thing, right? They're always referencing a thing that's yours. Yeah. You're gonna take this.
Oh yeah, it is always yours.
Yeah. You're gonna want to take your and it's something that you don't even have yet. It's like you're selling it.
You know what I thought was strange the other day? No, I shouldn't say the other day. Last year, I was at Home Depot and I just needed a rubber washer or something to put in a faucet because the faucet was leaking. So I just went and they cost 5 cents. But I wasn't sure which one to use. So I asked the guy, I'm like, hey, is this the right one? And he's like, yeah, you're going to want this one. Get 3 of them though, because you might screw it up or whatever. I was like, all right. And he just goes, he goes, just take it. I'm like, what? What do you mean?
Yeah, he's like, this is on the house.
He said, just throw it, just put it in your pocket. Just take it.
It's like, yeah, is this a test?
And I was like, Well, you do work here, so I guess you have the authority in this exchange. I don't. I can just take.
No, you can't just trust that.
And he was like, "Listen, man, I work here. I'm in the plumbing department.
Yeah, but you're not Mr. Depot.
Guess what I did? Guess what I did?
You took it.
Took him.
Well, what are you gonna say? You're gonna insult him, man?
Thanks, Mr. Depot.
I'll insult him, man.
Ty, we're getting a lot of love in here on the chat tonight. You and I.
Well, we're only 2 in here.
just absorb it when you can.
I'll take a win.
Cutressa, I did miss you.
That's true.
It was very noticeable. Huh?
Tim, not only did he say it on the program, in the Trinity group chat, he also said that he missed Cutressa. We love to have you. Love when you're around.
But then let's go down here to Lisa Velasco.
Now,
do you know Lisa?
I don't think so. But the other part is I can't read that without assuming this is sarcasm. It's sarcasm.
She's saying you're right. So
I don't know.
She's saying you're right to Lisa. Who are you saying you're right to?
And maybe she's talking to herself, which would be pretty cool.
John Wayne bringing this full circle to a story I shared.
Oh my God.
The amount of rubbers I've stolen from major chain stores is it's stacking up, and I'm admitting to all of it.
You know what? And if you refer to them as rubbers, you never want to refer to them condoms as rubbers, I don't think.
That's like a blue collar, had too many beers at the bar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get a pack of rubbers.
Yeah. Hey, babe.
Not boots with my old lady.
Yeah. We got any rubbers left? Like, well, not gonna matter now.
Right. The magic's been wiped away. What's going on?
Well, this is a crazy. There's a conversation going between Lisa and Cutressa.
Cutressa told Lisa that you are a hot fellow.
I feel like this is a setup and this is a punking. We're getting
Cutressa would never punk this program.
I do
Lisa,
trust
we don't know Lisa. She could be up to no good. I think she's she's a fan though. That's what I think. I think she's a Tyler Rothrock fan, as she should be, as I am.
Well, prove your loyalty. Share the link.
She did. She shared that link. I believe Joe Abram shared that link. Thank you, Joe Abram.
Well, if Sweet Lisa shares the link, then we got ourselves a program. So, all right.
Sweet Lisa.
Tim, I guess we kind of asked the question. We navigated through our normal. Yeah, that's what I was going to get to. But you kind of said it. You got me up to speed.
So you're up to speed. So I don't have a banner prepared. How was your day? Am I missing something on here?
This is a Tom Bruno special right here.
Whoa, Tom!
Jesus!
Holy heck!
Oh, I almost didn't get that. I wish I shared that before getting it. Catfish, yeah. Now we're just reading off comments. My day was good. I played golf again today. My handicap's going up. I got to tell you. I know Petruska is probably going to know about this, but having a tough time on the links lately, but having fun nonetheless. That's all I really did. Played some golf.
What does that mean, your handicap? What does that mean?
Now, I don't exactly know, but it's according to par. So, like, you say I would play when you play against somebody 18 holes, you can't. Everybody has a different ability level, so you have to kind of even the playing field. So you have a handicap according to par. So mine's 4.5. So if Joe Abraham's very good, he's a 2 handicap. That means he gives me 2 shots per 18 holes to kind of even the score.
You don't see that in a lot of other sports. Usually it's just you suck or
they don't have it.
Good.
Yeah. They don't have it. They don't have it in like pro sports. Everybody plays the same thing in pro. Okay. But yeah, you're right. If you go play basketball at the park,
you don't get a handicap.
Yeah, you don't get a handicap.
Like,
there's not like
the hell out of here.
Yeah, you don't get like a head start or anything. But yeah, it's fun. So what about you?
Well, first I want to go golfing.
Sure, let's do it.
I want to try one. At least I tried. I think I told you this. I tried one time ever years ago, and it's an impossible sport. It's impossible to hit the ball in the direction you want it to go. and the clubs are too short.
Well, you got to get fit. You're a tall guy.
The clubs were. I felt like an asshole. I'm holding these little clubs.
You're right.
Giving it one of these.
You're alligator arming it, and you're an asshole.
Right over into the trees.
Yeah. So you need to give yourself a fighting chance, but you are an asshole. That's a thing.
Well, all right, but
does Kate have the link?
Kate has the link. I sent it to her. She. We hope she's
okay.
We hope she's okay. Ty.
Yes.
I know what I wanted to talk to you about this weekend.
Okay.
And I put it in the post for this show. Zoo. I went to the Lehigh Valley Zoo.
Great zoo.
Which used to be called Trexler Game Preserve.
You're right.
Now,
it's a great zoo.
Well,
they got a giraffe, bro.
They got a giraffe and a zebra.
Do?
And a zebra, which I was happy about. But there's something about this, could be my own personal bias, I guess. There's something about zoos that make me kind of.
I don't like zoos.
Sad.
I don't like zoos.
Like there's a sadness. Now I don't know if this is a fact. This is what I thought going into that. It used to be called Trexler Game Preserve, and it used to be, maybe it still is, like an animal refuge. So the only animals there are animals that are damaged or hurt badly or would have gotten killed in the wild. So that's why they're there. They don't just go take a fresh zebra, bring it here, and lock it up. Is that true? Do you know if that's true? Because if that's the case, it's less sad.
I think, and I actually, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I have zero knowledge. I have no idea, but I'm going to go with the fact that it's a game preserve.
All right, because if it was, hold on, Kate just texted us here, and I'm sorry to. She's having internet issues.
All right, well, we'll get
once again. So when Kate gets here, she gets here.
The views will plummet.
The views will plummet because she's going to start talking about the time she bought that chalk. And how she had to go to Michael's to get the chalk. And
I'm saying that if she doesn't get here, people are gonna be like, "Well, you don't get to see Kate's clavicle."
I was trying to pump us up a little bit, but you said the more realistic thing of.
I know.
Almost all these people come to see Kate being a babe, and not the boys. But what you gonna do? Went to this zoo though, and okay, so I said the zoo made me sad a little bit, but I will say this for the zoo. They have it structured so that you have to buy tickets to the zoo before you get there.
Mm-hmm.
And they only allow a certain number of people in every 2 hours.
Okay.
So you're there with your kids, a lot of kids. So with, virus and all this kind of shit and social distancing, there's barely any people there, but it's by design. So there's only a certain number of people. You're not getting pushed around. I thought it was pretty cool.
This is a dumb question, but there is no dumb questions, as we know. Do the animals have to wear masks?
Great question. Only the animals that identify as human.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so not many.
We wouldn't even have to wear one. Look at this.
We wouldn't.
This
right.
Joe Abraham.
I haven't been reading any of this because there's too many too fast. I can't.
Joe Abraham. This is almost former game preserve. Good info. Now an intimate little zoo. So sounds creepy. That's a creepy way to describe a zoo.
They got the intimate little babies.
Like, you want to be up close and personal with like a bunch of different game?
Well, Joe, are they animals that were hurt in the wild, or do they just go trap wild birds from Africa and bring them here? Because that would be bad, I think. But I'll tell you one thing I liked a lot, Ty. Mm-hmm. Loved it. Not one ape in that place. It's a monkey-free zoo. No chimps, no gorillas, no orangutans, no macaques, no marmosets.
Yeah, well, that's good for you because you probably were a little bit on edge going in.
What if they've been watching the show this whole time and they're thinking, God, if we ever get a chance, we're going to take a bite out of this guy. Yeah. Just thinking that because they give they give the primates internet access. They have screens. They probably watch the show.
Primates probably invented their own Wi-Fi. They know how to.
Yeah, they have a couple of coconuts. Turn the crank or whatever.
Here's a story. Do you remember this story from the Philadelphia Zoo? A couple, I think it was what escaped? There was some animals that escaped. Whatever it was, I forget exactly what animals, and they were in the city. Like they ran free. Guess what? They went back to the zoo. That's how shitty North Philadelphia is.
They went back to the zoo.
They went back.
Do you know what kind of animals it was?
I'm thinking it was zebras. I'm gonna look it up.
That has to be. That's not great for your city.
You gotta hate to see that if you're for your city. If animals get free from the city zoo and they're like, yo, you know what? I kind of like being in jail better.
I would never live near a zoo, ever. Not just because of the smell, obviously, but
zebras. You
don't like zebras? Oh, it was zebras that got out.
It was zebras.
I can see that. I can see that though a little bit because where are you gonna go live as a zebra in Philly?
Well, yeah, you can't blend in anywhere. You're not black. You're not white. You're striped. You can't be striped. You look like a. The only place you could be safe is if you work at Foot Locker. You have to go work at Foot Locker.
I'm furious at that joke, but it's good. I mean, I can't say that it's not good. I just don't like that you made
Imagine you go to Foot Locker, there's only zebras working there.
I wouldn't know the difference. Hello there, and then he'd speak horse only.
It's like, how do you even have any input on shoes? You don't have feet.
Yeah, they're selling. They introduce you to this new section, and they're like, "We just want you to check out our new hoof covering section." You say, "Whoa, hold on! I'm a man. I have hands and feet.
I got toes."
And they're like, "No, it's new. The CEO, he's big on hooves." You're going, "I think. Are you a zebra?
Yeah.
I think there's a zebra under there. Wait, is there? Are you underneath that shirt? Are you a zebra?" And you go, "Oh my God, it's his skin.
It's his. Has he born like this?
It's not.
What Lord, what God would burden one of its creatures with stripes? What monster?
It can't blend in anywhere.
It's just that's
you know what though? If you think zebras are a useless animal, have you checked out the giraffes?
But at least giraffes are cool to watch.
Are they beautiful? Yes.
Majestic, certainly.
Yeah. How have they survived more than 1 year in the wild? They can't defend themselves. Their neck is longer than their body.
Yeah.
Like their knees, like they weigh like 3,000 pounds, but their knees are like as big as a softball. They're an evolutionary disaster, and they just don't die somehow. Like right. I don't understand it.
You know what else? Speaking about evolution, and like, we're not going to go down on a weird rabbit hole, but crocodiles are like the oldest species, right? They're like they were around prehistoric.
Yeah.
If you lined up all the dinosaurs, right, and just picture them, all these crazy beasts, Tyrannosaurus Rex, all of them, and then you also put a crocodile in that lineup and said, pick one of these. Which one survived the longest? You would never assume the crocodile with the short, stubby legs. You'd be like, no, it's probably that big ass, badass T-Rex. No, sir.
No, they all bit it, man. And I wasn't gonna say I think it's because the smaller beasts need less to stay alive. They need less food.
Right.
You know, like a T-Rex probably needs to eat a T-Rex amount of food every day, whereas the crocodile eats one animal.
They would have struggled during the pandemic. The T-Rex would have had a hard time during the pandemic.
Oh, they can't. Well, they couldn't even get their masks on. Ty, how would they?
That's true.
How would a T-Rex get his mask on?
Yeah, you can't. There's no
possibility. They don't have earlobes, but two, you know what I'm talking about.
Well, how does a crocodile get? It's a crocodile have the hardest time getting a mask on.
That's why they stay underwater. They don't. Yeah, they're not going to try to come out during this kind of mess. Have you ever gone on an alligator tour or a crocodile tour?
Hell no, dude. Why would you do that?
Why would I ask you, of all people, if you went on an alligator tour?
Imagine somebody trying to sell me on a wild crocodile tour. Hell no.
You're the wrong person to. And they're really dangerous. Like they're surprisingly unregulated.
You want me to pay you money? Hopefully, we see a beast. No, thank you.
And you're gonna see the beasts.
You'll see the beasts because they chum the water.
I've been on crocodile tours in Louisiana and the Everglades, baby. And the Louisiana ones, there's even less control over like how they do the tour. So I always wanted to go on an airboat. Because there's a movie called Gator with Burt Reynolds and they race him. It's good stuff. If you've never seen Gator, give it a try. But we went down there. You get on these airboats. There's no seatbelts and shit like that. I guess whatever. And so you're scooting around, and first of all, you're barely off the water. It's an airboat. You're like this far off the water. And a bunch of us, we were, having some drinks out in the sun, and we're like, "Hey, Captain, what do we do if we gotta pee? Like, is there a spot on the way?" And we had to know there's no spot. We're in the swamp in Louisiana.
If he tells you to get in the water,
he pulls over, and he's like, "Just be fast, be very fast." He's like, "Don't get in the water." Because there was like little bits of land that would jut up out of the water in different parts, and with like cypress trees and stuff. So have you ever been to the
you
swamp?
Can't pee off the boat?
No, because there's like 40 people. There was families.
You got to sign a waiver.
The families were still appalled, mind you, because like 6 of us got off, and in the swampy area in Louisiana, it's all cypress trees, which are like there's these big kind of menacing looking trees with the roots. The roots are out of the water, so the roots get oxygen and nutrients underneath the water and outside of the water. And there's Spanish moss everywhere, so there's like this big coating of moss. So it's already kind of scary. And there's alligators because there are. You're on the alligator tour
and snakes and
he just goes go. No, get out of there. I mean, he was so Louisiana. You can't. Go on, get out. Go.
There, put your
go. Yeah. And we did it. We made it. But isn't that? I've actually not associated you with that until right now. I don't have another friend who would be more horrified by that.
That would be the only thing I could think of would be if they're like, you have to parachute into the Everglades to find an alligator. That'd be like the worst day I could think of.
This one caught my eye. Gatorama. That was a sad place. Those like roadside kind of zoos.
Yeah. Well, there's one on the way up to Wallenpaupack. What's it called? The reptile. Have you been in?
Yeah, I've been in.
What's it like?
You never been in?
Dude, what? I don't like reptiles.
Okay, but that's not the same thing. That's not like a tour. I mean, they're enclosed. They're not.
But I don't like reptiles to begin with, man.
Yeah, we were coming home from the short-lived Pocono IndyCar race that used to happen there, and I was driving by, saw it. Brits in the car. I didn't have a kid at the time, so I could just pull over. And then Eric Nichols, our buddy, who was a few cars behind, saw me pull over, so he pulled over, and we did the whole. It's pretty. It's not great. I don't know. It was
just a bunch of snakes and cages and shit.
Well, I don't know how much brain activity smaller reptiles have. I don't think they're not like. It's not like having a dolphin in there. It's not like having a monkey in there. So it's not the same. But I think they know when they're trapped and that it sucks. So yeah, it was like the alligator is this big and the case is this big, and that's its life. It's where it lives. So it's kind of a bummer. I gotta say. I mean, they're probably not going to be a sponsor on the show now, which is a shame. But I can't say I'd recommend going to those places.
Well, speaking of sponsors for the show, if you guys are listening, we came across. I've been sent a bunch of pictures of this new beer being made by.
Oh, do you want me to share a picture, Tyler?
Yeah, share. If you could share the picture of it.
Hang on a second.
It's Conshohocken Brewing Company, and they made a beer called Ring the Bell, and we're trying to get some sponsorship. So if you're out there, tag Conshohocken Brewing Company. Tell them the crew sent you. Tell them the Trinity is looking to. I have some upstairs, but I'm gonna wait till I'm gonna deliver it to Tim and Kate tomorrow. We're all gonna have a
hoedown.
A hoedown, a ring the bell hoedown. I suggest you go out there, you get your own 4-pack. They come in 4-pack. There it is. And they sell it at Wegmans.
I'm not a beer drinking fella, as you know, but I'll become one.
Yeah, this could
necessary.
Be. I will be a beer man. I don't know what an unfiltered Pilsner is. I believe a Pilsner would be. I don't even know. What's a Pilsner?
I have absolutely. Whenever people talk about like shit like that, like a stout or a Pilsner or a lager or whatever, I have zero idea what the hell they're talking
outside of IPA. I have no idea.
Even that, I know it means. What's it? Is it India Pale Ale or Indiana Pale Ale or something like that? I don't even know what the hell that means. I just know that I hate the taste of it.
Yeah. I love the taste of it, and it gets you a little buzzed. So if you do get it, Joe Abraham's going to do it. If you do get it, get a picture of it, tag them, tell them that the Clicking and Screaming crew sent you, and so let's see what happens. Let's do a little guerrilla marketing. I know Tim hates those beasts, hates it. But
thank God it's spelled differently, because the gorillas, when they market, when the gorillas start to market,
that's what.
Stay inside. Load your guns.
The thing that people don't realize is the name comes from it's there for a reason. Gorillas are known for their marketing.
Violent marketing.
Especially
unpredictable,
good
violent marketing.
At marketing. You know, they have a bunch of different strategies. You know, if you have a failing company, go hire a gorilla and for him to do the marketing. That's one of that's our only. We'll give some free advice, but that's basically. Somebody is mad about this. Somebody said Dave Mack is mad right now. I don't know who Dave Mack is.
Who the hell is Dave Mack? I don't see anything about
Dave Mack. Is angry at the link, I think.
Where are you getting this hot info from?
Well, you just got to put your finger, the cursor right over it. There's all the reactions.
What the heck?
You see
it shows you exactly what people are doing.
Yes, sir.
Dave Mack, get fucked.
Get the hell out of here, Dave Mack.
Take a hike, pal. Does it show who's watching? Does it show who's watching? Can we tell who's?
In some way, we could figure that out. But
how about that?
The guerrilla marketing for Planet of the Apes was wild.
Shocking. Yeah, shocking.
Gorillas are also known for their warfare. Oh, man. Oh, look at this. You mentioned sponsorship, and they come. BWC Deals will sponsor you. BWC Deals.
What does that stand for, BWC?
Tell us a little bit about you.
Let me know if I'm right or wrong with this BWC Deals. Are you the guy? I've seen posts where it'll be like a deal for 24 hours. It'll be like this thing's on Amazon for 80% off. Click this link and you get a good price. And then the deals change over time. Is that you, or am I confusing you with somebody else?
In the meantime, Tim, moving away from zoos and wildlife, even though that is one of our favorite topics, you did have a couple other things that you wanted to get to. One of them being, and I know we've touched on this before, and I'm interested to see, hopefully Bukaki is still in the chat, cargo shorts.
That was an unconfirmed. See, I only confirmed one of the topics, which we covered. But if you want to delve into the unconfirmed, boys, I'm all for it.
I'm ready to talk about cargo shorts in a big way.
Open the
because I have pretty strong opinions on cargo shorts. I think they've been unfairly treated.
I'm gonna make a banner. I'm gonna make a banner for this.
I'd love to do a poll if we could. Are cargo shorts good or bad? I think very good. I know we've touched on it before, but I would love to hear any argument against cargo shorts.
Now, that was a false alarm.
Inadvertent.
False alarm. See, now I don't know what to do, Ty, because I do not wear the cargo shorts.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't, and I want to be against them. But I don't know why I want to be against them. I don't know if it represents a Chad kind of character to me.
It's just
like a visor, like a background visor, like a visor backwards with the spiked hair, cargo shorts.
You're conforming, dude. You're just conforming, and
wouldn't that be non-conforming? Right.
Well, you're just, don't you think for yourself? Don't let society dictate your opinions on the shorts. Because like our friend Jason Brown says, they're 1,000% efficient.
You could wear a nice gym short with a fanny pack and get that same efficiency.
Now you're gonna say you would rather go with a fanny pack regular short than cargo short.
Yes, I would, sir.
You got double fannies on the sides. You don't need to wear a waist fanny. You got 2 pockets on the sides, and you can fit way more stuff in the cargo short pocket than a fanny pack. This is common. This is common.
What do you got on right now?
Now I got straight.
Is that a cargo?
No cargos right now.
Right, I got a straight short. I don't have any cargos. I don't own any.
But if I'm going out I'm not scared to wear cargos because I might have to bring some things. I don't want to be limited to 2 pockets, 2 up front, 2 in the back. And you know the thing about me, common knowledge about me, everybody knows this about me. I don't put anything in my back pockets. I'm against back pocket stuff.
I
hate it. I hate it. I cannot be sitting on a wallet. Oh, can you sit on a wallet? Don't tell me you're that far into dad zone.
I don't.
You don't mind sitting on a thick ass wallet.
I don't have a wallet. I don't use a wallet.
Tim doesn't wear a wallet.
Let me show you. I'm going to show you guys a little secret right here. Can I share it with you, Ty?
Please do.
This is my phone, right?
My
phone case. In the back of the case.
See, look how much. Look how long that took. That took a while. Because look at this.
All in one little blast.
Boom. Look at different for me. Let's do a little draw. Okay. Wallet in pocket, and you got to get your card out. Let's see who does it first. Hands here like this. You got to put your phone in is it in the pocket? It ain't in the pocket. You were trying to fake this.
All right.
That's bullshit. Ready? On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, then go. Okay. And we're getting our credit card out to go, but don't show the numbers. 1, 2, 3, go. Boom.
All right, you won by
a lot.
You won by a fraction of a second. A lot. That's a fraction of a second.
Add up over time. Add it up over time. Daily. 3 or 4 times a day. I'm saving years.
We're looking over time. Listen, it's undeniable the test we just performed that you did a fine job. But I'm still saying I'm not a front pocket guy. I'm not a wallet guy.
Well, so I'll agree. But you're not a back pocket guy either.
No, I guess not.
Have you ever seen somebody sitting like, whether, I don't know where they'd be sitting, whether it's like, we don't do public transit here, but like in anywhere, a dad with like a thick ass back wallet, and you're like, what?
I don't know how it doesn't cause them back. Well, it actually does cause back problems. It actually can cause you back problems.
Yeah. Do not tell me. Then, so what I will argue, the cargo shorts just give you more options to not. Oh my God, dude, this has got to go. Whoops. Burn your cargo shorts? What kind of
Chris Lewis? Haven't heard from him in days. Comes in,
just literally throwing fire. He literally throwing fire.
Shorts, not mine, because I don't have any.
I don't understand why the hostility. Because number one, this is my question about these anti-cargo short people. Mm-hmm. What has a cargo short ever done to anybody? Number two, geez. You've been in a situation where you've been like, damn, I wish I had a couple more pockets. I wish I had some more room for some different things.
Yeah.
Everybody's been there. Don't tell me you haven't. And a lot of you in the comments, Chris included, I know this for a fact with Chris because I spent a lot of time with the man. I've had things in my cargo shorts that has benefited him, whether it be a charger or I don't know.
Probably like an Xbox controller or whatever.
Whatever you need. I know I've had a phone charger in one of my cargos.
Yeah.
And people have been like, "Hey, can I use that charger?" And guess what? Boom. Now they're not so anti-cargo shorts.
I'm pulling up an image, and we're gonna have to see what the gang thinks because
wear a backpack. He says wear a backpack. He says wear a backpack.
That? Chris
Lewis.
I mean, you can pop on a JanSport.
You're telling me you could wear a backpack around your knees. That's the purpose of it. Too many people were wearing backpacks, so they said, what can we do to eliminate this? You know what? We have all this extra material. We have these shorts, because we didn't make full pants.
Right.
We have the bottom half of the pant material. Why don't we just sew it around the thighs and make another pocket for these people? Save their backs.
Wear a full pant. I'm a full pant fella. Now that we're bringing that into the conversation, if I have a choice between a full pant and a half pant, what?
This is a funny comment. They will give you options for storage. You will stay single. They will not help you find. Look, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, now it's getting satchel, bike bag, get fucked.
Get fucked. As it pushed you over the limit, the satchel. Anna Marie, let's just think about something for a second here. And I know you're already thinking it. Anna Marie uses cargo shorts for her Black Ops missions, because she has ninja throwing stars in one pocket. She has a pistol in another pocket. She has ammo in another pocket.
Wow, Tim. Kind of sounds like you're doing a commercial for cargo shorts. Thank you.
No, sir.
Yes. Paul Spratt says love doesn't fit into the pockets. It can if you try hard.
That's the point. What do you think about this? Isn't exactly, well, there is a cargo short on here, but this breaches into another category.
Breaches?
As you're going to see.
Isn't that a different type of pant altogether?
Those are breeches. Breaches breaking through the wall.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Whoa. Yo. Okay. This is propaganda. You're gaslighting.
I want to show
you are gaslighting. You are gaslighting. These are not cargo shorts.
I'm not sure what gaslighting means to this day, but I don't think this is it.
These aren't cargo shorts. These are jorts.
I don't know. Well,
this is a different. Now I'm anti-jort.
Good. I hope so. So you're not a jort.
Jorts serve no place in society. No place in society. Oh my
dear God, we have a visitor at 41 minutes in. I don't even know if we should let her in, to be quite honest with you.
Chris says this is exactly how I look.
I thought it was a picture of Tyler.
Which one was I, on the left or the right?
Hold on, Chris. Can you even tell which one's which?
Damn. The one on the right. Wait, go back to it.
No, I'm sorry. There it is.
Okay, the one on the right, pre-quarantine. The one on the left, right now. That's post-quarantine. Me. Kevin
Smith had a heart attack, I believe. Went vegan and lost a shitload of weight.
Well, now he went from Jenko jorts to regular.
I don't know if I like this view. There it is.
All right, so we bring Kate in. Oh, Paul, this is what I hate about Paul. When he's
tie future and tie past. Taking that low road, baby.
Oh, man.
Taking that low road.
Weekend tie.
And weekend tie. Oh, no, I misread it. I thought it said weekend tie. Like, they're just both you on the weekend.
Yeah. Oh, man. I have a good friend. All right, here we go.
Bring in special guest. Tonight, she's a guest of the show because I don't know what the hell she was trying to pull. Better be wearing very little.
Scantily clad.
Here she comes.
Let's get Hughes.
Kate, you're in.
I'm wearing like the most clothing I've ever worn.
Get her out of here. Get her out.
She's gone. That's gone.
Get her out.
That build up. You can't have this. You just can't have it.
Hi guys.
Hey, Catherine. What the hell?
Don't ask. I'm very upset. I'll be fine.
And you don't look upset enough for me.
I know. Am I fired?
Well, you're not getting paid. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, okay.
Your paycheck this week?
0.
Me and Ty are splitting it.
Yeah. We're gonna go out in town.
Why does Aiden keep saying Bender? Is this? It can't be the same one I'm thinking of, right?
I don't know. This might have to be a private. You're gonna have to seek him out privately and see if it's the.
Yeah. Is she showing tummy? Are you showing
me
tummy?
Oh, this is my pot.
I hate to do this to Kate minute 1 being on the program, but
what?
Chris Lewis says I'd rather wear what Kate is wearing than wear cargo shorts, which means
Chris, you certainly have more dignity.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah.
Oh man, Tom Bruno with another.
What did he say? I don't even know.
Don't share it. This is a bad one.
It's too much. And then
Kate, okay, what's the inspiration tonight for your
it's summer.
Great. It's great to have you here, Kate. You've had 45 minutes to get your stuff.
What do you have for us?
I've been on hold for a long time.
With who? The government?
With the government. Yeah, with the powers that be to get me on here. So here I am.
Our boy Pete?
No, someone else. Someone new this
thing.
time.
I thought you had to get Pete's number. You go right to the source.
Go right to the source. Oh, it's so annoying. I hate being on hold. I don't think there's anyone that loves it. But I hate it. And they're like, your call is important to us. And then I finally got through and they're like, oh, you're at the wrong department. And then they put me on hold again. I've been on hold this whole time.
You're trying to get RCN, Kate, or Service Electric?
I'm not going to reveal who it is.
Why?
No free ads?
No free ads. No free.
This would be like an anti-ad. This would get them. Now they know next time, don't screw around. This gal's on a show. She's going to call them out.
I said that. I said, I'm having an emergency. Do you know?
Well, now that they know, you're not going to tell anybody who they are on the program. The threat level has gone to 0.
Gone down. Yeah. I'd rather not say. I'd rather talk about something else. I can tell you that you can't see this whole costume, but this is 2020 version of this costume. Yeah. Do you want me to tell you a story about
sure
an earlier version of this?
It looked like you were in you're in an elementary school play. That's what you were dressed as, like a flower.
Right. So
wait. Can we just, before you get into this?
Sure.
Cute Quatressa says, I really want to know what spunked means.
Who says spunked in the first place?
Well, Tom. And then John Wayne said, this is the creepiest way to refer to spunk is another name for male seed.
Male
is it really
seed?
Yeah.
That's how an alien professor in alien college would explain humans to their aliens.
If you go to Mars University, that's how they would describe.
And they call the male seed spunk in some areas.
Sometimes it's used to procreate. Sometimes it's used for internet videos.
But then also,
you never know.
If you're spunky, it just means you're an upbeat, sassy person.
Yeah, true.
So many layers to that.
All right.
Word.
Speaking of all of that.
Speaking of seeds.
Yeah. Speaking of seeds, Kate, tell us the story you were about to tell.
It's a sad one.
Oh. All right. Well, let's forget that then. Let's go somewhere else.
No, it's good. It's funny.
Okay.
Tragedy plus time equals comedy. Isn't that right?
It seems like there hasn't been a lot of time that's gone by, though.
No, there's been a lot.
I know there's been 47 minutes that you've not been on the show. So.
Did you guys miss me? Were you crying again?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell the damn story.
First of all, I have to tell you that on Friday, I called my mom afterwards because.
Did you apologize for using her?
She answered the phone and she's like, "You're not still on your show, are you?" That's how she answered the phone. But we talked for a while. Anyway, I recorded that bit and I sent it to my dad. So after I talked to my mom, call my dad.
They're back together. They're getting back together.
They're getting married again. After 20 years. And weird stuff.
Right there.
Power of the program.
So I was trying to tell my dad and I couldn't breathe because I was laughing so hard. And I must have watched that.
Wait, Ty.
Yeah.
She jammed up for you?
No, she's good for me.
Oh no.
Really? So Kate, I can't hear her image is still on my screen and
no, she's good for me. She's perfect for me.
Kate, say some things for me, please.
Some things.
Okay, you're back. Okay, that was really weird. Sorry.
Whew, that was scary. So back when I was in college, I started dating this guy when I was in high school. His name was what was his name?
It's gonna be made up.
Yeah.
So
Moses.
Curtis.
Moses Curtis.
Let's call him Moses Curtis.
Okay, so Moses. So we started dating after.
Wait, his parents named him Moses?
Seems a little pretentious.
We're so Catholic. So we graduate high school and that's when we start dating. So we date all summer and then both of us go away to school. He goes to Temple University. I go to Cedar Crest College. That's how I got there.
Of course Moses goes to Temple.
Of course.
Studying up to be a moil.
So I go to an all-girls school because my parents hated me.
Yeah.
But he went to Temple. He lived in this house. The first side of the house was the boys. The back side of the house was the girls. So he was whatever. They were all friends in the house. And it was our anniversary, and it was like right around Halloween. So I drove there and I stayed the weekend. We went out to dinner, and when we got to dinner, on the table was like a dozen roses. And I was like,
turn water into wine. That's Jesus. Sorry.
He walked on water.
You gotta meet my friend Jesus.
There were no cloven-hooved animals.
Yeah. My roommate Jesus could turn water into Franzia.
You see this guy, what he can do.
He gets a bowl of soup and he parts it.
Imagine if like your college boyfriend was living with a guy that looked like Jesus. You'd be like, this guy sucks. Got his long hair and beard. Get him out of here. Does he pay rent?
Shirt?
No, his dad owns the place though.
His dad's in charge.
Don't piss him off.
Yeah, don't piss him off. His dad's pretty powerful.
Get hot in here. So
all right, you're out to Denny.
We're out to dinner, dozen roses. We get back to his place, and he's like, I have other presents for you. And there was a party, a costume party downstairs. You go upstairs, and he opens like this curio thing that he had, and there was this crystal vase, whatever, that he got for me. Anyway. He picked me up in an hour.
Yo, Noah, can I?
Wouldn't that be a funny? We always have the worst biblical ideas.
Confused.
That would be a funny book too, where like they're all kind of buddies.
Yeah.
Back in the old time. Yo, Noah.
Yo, let me borrow your ark.
What's going on with that ark? You got any lovebirds on that ark?
I like it. Guys, these are great ideas. So we go to get changed, and of course I think that I'm whatever. I'm not going to dress as like a sexy something. I'm dressed as something ridiculous.
Because it wasn't Halloween.
Well, now you see a different side of me, but I was an 18-year-old kid back then. I was Catholic.
And this felt what the hell? This character, you haven't seen him in a while, and you're going to dress like not attractively? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
See, I don't know how to do it. I've never known how to do it.
So what did you wear?
So I wore.
Don't say you wore that, because I'll freak. You'll leave the chat.
No, I didn't wear this. I wore. You know the outfit that you like blow up, and it looks like you're riding a horse with the fake feet. Your head in there. I wore that. That's what I wore.
That's a sexy outfit. That's what the boys want.
I was going for comedy.
Wait, did I miss something? Was it Halloween?
Yeah, it was Halloween.
Okay. Did you say that?
I did. I said there was a costume party downstairs. That's okay. Moses Curtis was having a costume party. So we go downstairs.
What are you dressed as? Jesus? He's like, no, I didn't even know this was a costume party.
Got a bottle of Dasani. Wine.
I wonder what Jesus would have went to a Halloween costume party dressed as.
And no, that's a good question.
A cop. It's like
you're at dinner. Cop. Dinner's over.
At the party, I wear this ridiculous costume, and then we go downstairs, and this girl that's dressed like a flower. It's like sexy flower.
Sexy flower. That's the best.
Like skin tight. Yeah. Sorry, I have to throw
I'm a sexy flower.
Bring the dog on screen.
It's Ranger Danger. Emphasis on danger. He won't. He'll bite me. So she comes walking up to me, and she's like, you are so lucky. She's like, Moses is such a great guy. And I said, yeah, I know. But she said it, and it made me feel like, you know how like your heart sinks? You guys probably don't have a heart, but if you're
like, who are you dating? She's like, Judas.
That's exactly. Turns out that's exactly who she was dating. So I was like, I'm like, he's a great guy. And that was the last time I saw him and her.
There's a big chunk of the story that has to be missing.
Are you
because it went from a story to the light started flickering and then it ended abruptly. The girl dressed as a sexy flower said, "Oh my goodness, Moses is a great guy. What a lucky gal you are." Mm-hmm. And then you said thanks and never saw them again. End of story.
I know.
That can't be the end. Like,
and then
the night must have continued, right?
Oh, the night continued. And And then I went home.
And what was the issue? You thought that he was like, you thought she was cheating on you or something? Is that what the problem was?
Yeah. So then he stopped calling me back after 2.5 years of dating. And then he cheated on me with her. And then they got married.
Thanks for that.
Yeah. Well, it is a
start to finish.
I'm happy we got the little bit out of it, but aside from that, I would wonder why you said any of that.
Normally when Ty keeps interrupting the stories, I'll be like, all right, let's further the story. But tonight, Ty, I wish you would have interrupted the whole story.
I tried to get us to the end of the show.
Here
we got a good bit out of it.
Yeah, I like that. I like all the guys from the Bible.
We got a couple minutes left. I want your opinion. And I know we've
Chris ain't lying.
I told you it was sad.
No, it was just bad. It wasn't. It had no emotion. It was just a bad story.
Oh, okay. Can't all be winners.
It was like a murderer explaining the lead up to when she murdered.
Yeah, there's a lot going on right
then,
now.
Like the power, like then they don't get to the murder part. Like
power goes out.
What happened after that? Oh, I killed him.
Nothing.
They murdered him.
How would you categorize the idea, like the whole, like the Moses calling Noah thing? What would you? So we can write that down in our important notebook of ideas. What would we call that? What would that? What should I write down that we remember that concept of the Old Testament guys getting together and doing?
It's like the costume party.
It'd be like an Old Testament fraternity. Fraternity house.
That is
the Old Testament fraternity.
What would be the initiation to the Old Testament fraternity? The hazing process.
Oh, that's a good question.
Turn people into pillars of salt. Murder your kids. Like,
oh yeah,
because they have mortals trying to pledge also, and like they have no chance. Like, they're just regular guys, and like they're getting their families slaughtered.
They're the sickest parties over there at the Old Testament house. Have you been to the Old Testament house?
They got a fucking keg of Judas juice.
It's delicious.
Yeah, Mary. What's the Mary, the Virgin Mary? Something.
That's New Testament now. Are we mixing the whole Bible?
See, I never know.
Yeah. Are we going full Bible?
Chris Lewis.
Full Bible.
I know for a fact that you know the difference between the Old and New Testament.
Chris Lewis is leaving. Very good today on the show. Gave us a lot of good ideas. Ring that bell for Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Okay, before we go, what is your opinion on cargo shorts? Pro or con?
Oh, I don't think about that stuff at all. So you're saying I have to. I'm going to say pro because I'm not mad at them. I'm not mad.
Cool. That's great. Yeah.
That's a fair one.
But I guess a lot of women hate them. Is that true?
Well, that's what we've learned. Well, we've learned that from the comments that the ladies, ladies we have that watch the show, and some men, pretty anti on the cargo shorts front.
I have a lot of things that I carry with me on a regular basis. I wouldn't mind trying a pair on.
Well, you can. You have you have every opportunity in the world.
People already think that I'm a lesbian. If I start wearing cargo shorts, game over. I would just have to marry.
I love how that's the line. We've been doing this show every night for 6 months. We've had a different costume every night, and you're like, I could never wear cargo shorts.
I'll wear anything else.
I'm dressed as a flower right now.
Anything else.
Kate, do you know this guy Dave Mack?
I don't think so.
He's angry with us.
Oh, what's he saying?
He just said he's angry.
I mean, he may have been holding down the react button, going for the heart, accidentally hit the negative.
He would have fixed it by now. He would have fixed it.
That was a double false alarm. I'm sorry for
that.
It's almost that time.
It's almost that time. Yeah.
That's right. I have the Subaru cargo pants.
Yeah, Jesus would definitely wear cargo shorts. He would definitely be a cargo short guy.
He would need, but he would have to have his supplies in there
all the time. He's Jesus.
You know, he has a lot of important supplies.
What would Jesus dress like? What
would Jesus do?
What would Jesus wear? That should be the like what WWJD.
when togas start coming back into fashion.
Like, Tyler, why do you have a WWJW bracelet? I was like, no, this is what would Jesus wear? I'm just trying to figure out.
This is new.
And I asked myself the question, but I don't act on it. I just want to think about it
a
little.
I don't know.
Yeah, this is a good one. This is obvious.
Yes.
Right? Like, this is obvious. Man capris, I feel, are inexcusable, right? Or Kate, did you say that? Do you like when the boys wear them?
No.
What if they have powerful calves?
I don't think it makes a difference.
I don't think it does either. But
hold up.
She's from a time before time. Tyler.
I love her so much.
Yeah, she's
the best.
I don't know what we would do without her, to be honest.
I'd hate to think of it.
What would Jesus have in his cargo pants? I think that's.
I was just saying he'd have his gear, but he didn't have any. He didn't carry stuff with him. That was his whole deal. He didn't have material possessions.
Well, if it was,
he didn't have any money.
Probably a brush for his chest hair.
Yeah. If he was in 2020,
camel hair brush.
He would have like the wax in there, and his whatever they do with
beard
the beards.
Oil.
His beard oil.
You say wax to my mom. She has like tremors now.
Yeah, that poor woman.
Jason Brown thinks Jesus would have a hammer in his. Because he's a construction. Yeah, I guess.
Oh, I thought
carpenter. He's a carpenter.
I thought he was talking about.
I thought he was talking about
in construction. So
I have a hammer story. We'll tell it tomorrow night. But all right, we're gonna wrap this baby up. This was a fun one. Thank you, everybody. We have movie night coming up on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I forget the name.
The Visitor.
The name of it. What's it?
The Visitor.
The Visitor.
The Visitor. Watch it for
Wednesday.
I'm not sharing that, Tom. I'm not going to share it. It's funny, but I'm not going to share it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Also, Kate, we were talking about the Ring the Bell beer that we.
Oh
found.
Yeah, is it delicious?
I'm gonna drop some off for you guys tomorrow. We're gonna have it on tomorrow night's program.
Okay.
And then if you're watching, try to pick up some Ring the Bell beer. Tag us, tell them that the crew sent you, and let's try to get some love. Let's try to get messed up. Let's try to get drunk together.
Get drunk tomorrow. All right.
So ladies and gentlemen, that is our program. Wednesday night, movie night, The Visitor. We're gonna do Friday night, Takeout Friday as always. Thank you guys for coming. Down at the bottom, she finally got here after all that time. The flower in our hearts.
That's right. And your minds.
And our minds. That is at I Hate Kate. Top right, that's the professor. At Professor Fry. I'm at Tyler Rothrock. Go find us on the Clicking and Screaming page. Share it. Tell people to like it. Thank you guys for doing so. See you guys tomorrow night. Tim, ring that bell.